Yo, it's me again. This video is going to be just about potentials. The last video I did was overall account tour, and I also did a quick potential tutorial. But this video is gonna be exclusively about potentials, since many people don't really know where to start. So, just for the basics, there's three kinds of potentials. There's attack potential, well, four. There's attack potentials, HP potentials, defensive, like defense potentials, and then there is the rainbow potentials. Now, each potential can go from level 1 all the way to level 6, and then there is the rainbow afterwards that is insanely rare to get. I have 18 of them. There's some people that have more, but it's very expensive. Now, there are different kinds of potentials as well, but let's get into that later. So for example, now for these colors, you want different potentials for different teams. For example, if you play Augiri, you preferably want to do lots of damage, which is why you're going to focus these red potentials, because the attack they give, it makes a big difference, like an incredible difference. And one big difference maker, for example, is if you play Anteiku, and for me it's very important that my owl gets the charm buff from her, so he needs to have the highest HP. Now for me that isn't really a problem, since owl has this cell, but rainbows giving him the HP that a HP cell would give helps, of course. But yeah, as I said, for me, because of the cell, it's not that big of an issue. But now, the complicated part, of course, is the different passives that potentials can have. So let's see which ones exist. So there's Artifice, Smash, then we have Potent, Initiate, Eliminate, and then we have Undermine. If I can find one, yeah, we have Undermine over here. Now for the passives, we can quickly go over them. So for Artifice, as it says, when the battle starts, increases the ultimate skill energy by 7%, like the ultimate ability on the bottom left. For Smash, when attacking, if the target is shielded, this damage caused is additionally increased. So more damage towards units with shields. Then if we look at Potent, using the ultimate skill increases basic stats. So if you use the ultimate skill, that's gonna buff your unit. This is better for places where you use the skill often. For example, in PvP where you don't, this is probably not ideal. Then we have Initiate, which just increases your basic stats at the start of battle. Then we have Eliminate, which when your turn ends, if you're shielded, reduces your weak by 1 point. And then we have Undermine. When you die, the skill level of one random person or two random people will be reduced. Now, some potentials require 3 for a combination or 6, then there's others that only require 2 or 4. The ones that require 3 are Initiate and Potent, while Eliminate, Smash, Smash, Artifice, and Undermine all only require 2 and 4. So, what are the best combinations? So for most units, what you will want to have is something that I don't think I have on anyone right now, because my setup isn't really ideal, but what is like one of the best things you can do is if you have 4 Smash alongside with 3 Initiates. It's just the best thing you can have, right? I mean, the Initiates increases your basic stats, the 4 Smash makes you do lots of damage, and it's a guaranteed buff. It's not something like when you use your ultimate ability, or something that increases your ultimate ability, or something that procs later on. It's just more damage, more stats, so it's very solid. And PvP really relies on the round 1 like the first turn, second turn, and smash and initiate is just the main thing for that. And instead of 3 initiate, 4 smash, you can also run 6 initiate, 2 smash, or of course just 6 initiates on one, 4 smash on another. I like 6 initiate a lot because it increases your base stats by a lot. And yeah, so basically when getting rainbows, if the best rainbows you can get are of course initiate or smash. I'm also happy about getting eliminate or where is it, or undermine. However, when I get artifice or potent or artifice, wait, where do I have one? Yeah, here. I'm not as happy. And if you look at my potentials, I have a lot of those. I have 5 artifice, I have 5 potents, which is very unlucky. However, I'm not gonna complain because I do have 3 initiates, which I think it's the best potential in the game. A rainbow initiate, and smash very close behind. I sadly only have one of those, but still. I have 3 eliminates and 1 undermine, but yeah, this right here hurts quite a lot. So yeah, basically, when you, like, the ideal setup in my eyes for characters that you want to they do damage would be 3 initiate, yeah, 4 smash, and you have 2 empty spaces, and you can fill those spaces with 2 undermines, 2 eliminates, or 2 artifices. I think that 2 undermines is the best thing that you can put. So the ideal build for me would be 3 initiate, 4 smash, 2 undermine, but as I said, these ones work fine as well. Now with 6 initiates, you sadly don't really have space to put 4 smash, so you can do 2 smash and a placeholder, but you can also do 3 potents. But for example, what I did here was 2 eliminates and then a potent just for the stats that the rainbow gives and not for the passives that it could give me. And as you can see, a rainbow basically gives all the stats that a normal level 6 potential would give. So the 255 defense, the rainbow gives that. The 300 attack and the 4.7k HP, it gives everything, which is why they are so OP. And if we compare how much CP they give, you can see that a rainbow gives like 770 more than a level 6 potential. So this scales really fast. It's the main thing that separates like strong people from really, really strong people. For example, I have 18 now, my team is pretty solid, but there's people out there with like more than 70 or 80 or some even 90, and then it's not even close. So let's go through all of my guys. I don't really have good potentials on my account. I kind of merged all of them without thinking, but this is probably the best I can do with mine. So let's ignore Shu, since I don't really use him. He's more just of an assist, but I do have 9 attack on him, attack potentials on him, just so I don't have to switch anything around, and I can just use him for world boss and still get a pretty decent score. So now for Hinami. So since she doesn't attack, smash potentials are completely useless on her. That's why I put initiate on her. Now I want her to survive, which is why I value defensive and HP potentials on her. Putting attack on her would make no sense, but also only putting HP would make her pretty vulnerable to certain units. So I like having a bit of both. 6 initiate, of course, and then I have 2 undermine with the rainbow undermine for this passive, and then I have 1 extra undermine just because no other unit was able to hold it. Yeah, I mean, this unit is special. I like this is just random level 6 potentials. They don't do anything. I will need to change this up. I will probably do something with initiates and stuff, but since it's my backup, I don't really care, and I just prioritized CP over anything else. Then for the owls, so here I have my 6 initiates. I have 3 rainbow initiates all on him, the 3 defensive initiates all on him, and the 2 eliminates, and another rainbow just for the stats. So he is getting tons of stats from these potentials. It's 6 rainbows and 3 more defensive initiates. He's a beast. Like, he's extremely tanky. For the red Toka, basically what I did is, since I have this many potents, I just gave her 3 potents. I gave her 2 eliminates for the passive, and because of a rainbow, I gave her 3 initiates, with 2 of them being defensive, just so she does have some defense, and then 1 extra potent just for the stats. As I said before, it doesn't really add anything to the passives, but for the stats alone, it's just worth having. And then on my green Toka, I put all of my artifices, 4 of them for the passive and for the stats mainly, since the passive is pretty useless. The 5th one is just for the stats, doesn't do anything. And then I have 4 smash on her, including my rainbow smash, because I just want her to do a lot of damage. And for my Anteiku, when I face something like a CCG, I usually do green Toka, and Owl against Green Arima. So I need her to like one-shot. Like, I need tons of damage from her, which is why I also have these 4x attack cells on her. And yeah, if you're wondering where you get potentials from, you get them from lots of places. When Carnival starts each month, you also get a lot from here, and you get a lot from the rewards here, I believe. Yeah, you get some here, and here. And the other, like the main part, which is expensive, is gonna be the potential wheel, which has really bad rates. I think I mentioned in my video before that I am currently 1.5 loops deep, which is like 200,000 gems, maybe a little more, and I've only gotten 1 so far, and that is 1 rainbow, including the fact that every single potential that I own, except for 6 units. Okay, well, these are shitty ones that I put on them, they don't really count. But every single potential, also level 6 potentials, I crafted them together. Then I took every single level 6, merged them together till I had 0 left, and I got 1 rainbow. But yeah, this is the other way of getting them, crafting. This is the main place where you're gonna get rainbows for your level 6 potentials. And yeah, now in total I have 18 of them. Ideally I want 45, and 1 max team is of course if you have 90, because you need 10 units with 9 each for the 5 main guys and the 5 assists. So yeah, that's everything about the potentials, I believe. In the future I might do a video about RC cells and the buffs. However, I don't think I'm really qualified for that yet, because my RC cells are extremely bad. Like, the buffs on them don't make any sense, because I just don't have enough RC cells to get good buffs on them for my units and have the correct color for them. Like, I have the correct color on these guys now, but with very bad buffs. So that might be a video for the future. And yeah, I hope this helps with the whole potential situation, because I know that lots of people do struggle with potentials. So yeah.